me. What's up guys, it's Monday and I'm on my way home from work. Busy day as normal. It's still pretty warm. We've had some solid hot weather in the past week or so. So it just feels now, it's just constantly muggy. Yesterday was the same. It's not meant to get much cooler either for the rest of the week, which kind of blows, but you know, just gotta deal with it. Luckily, it hasn't been too bad though, that I've been able to get a little bit of work done, especially, you know, the last couple of days, weekends. Most of the time getting work done for me just involves in the morning. For the rest of the day, especially like Saturday I was at work, and then I spend the afternoon with the family. Yesterday was a nice family day. We went out, as you guys saw some videos of us. We went down to the Frankston foreshore. We got ourselves a coffee at this fantastic little place across from the beach. And we just chilled out. It was just me and the family. And I will also say it was April's first time at the beach. She'd never been in the sand. She's never been in the sea water. Granted, she didn't quite care for the water itself, but she seemed interested. She was definitely aware of where she was. She was digging her surroundings. She was looking everywhere. It was fun. It was really good to see her sort of out of the house and enjoying you know, the world. I didn't do much of an update yesterday though, as far as my 30 minutes. I pretty much did my morning stuff, which wasn't a whole lot, because I had a commission that I was working on. I was working on some logo designs as well for my portfolio. Just a few random ones. I've been doing some for Monkey Junk, like brands and stuff that are in the game. In the comic, as well as doing a mock-up design for Marsha's Donkey Jaw projects. That was fun. So I didn't get a whole lot done on Monkey Junk in the morning, but in the evening I did play around with some designs. I will be posting a photo of that up onto the Patreon for my behind the scenes backers. But pretty much the designs that I was working on, when I was working on them, I had in mind purely for merchandise. And now that I'm at the point where the comic is finally coming out, it's going to be coming out weekly. I'm not saying I've got a big fan base or anything like that, but I'm prepping for the idea of one, getting pins done, because I really want to do pins. I've never had a need or a cause to do pins. I've never had any sort of entity that would make doing pins worthwhile. It would just be random designs, and I don't quite have the following to really push the pins for that. So I held off. Now that Monkey Junk's here, I've got the characters, I've got some great iconic things in the story that I can use as pins, which I think are going to be really fun. Next to that, I also like the idea of using those same designs, or some of those designs, for t-shirts. There's one that I really want to get a t-shirt made up of for myself, so I want to work on that ASAP. Stickers, of course. I don't know whether I'm going to do the stickers myself or whether I'm going to do the stickers through Redbubble. I might just have the option of both. If you go through me, obviously all the profits go to me, rather than Redbubble, where they get about like 80% of the profit of the stickers. So, and that's just sort of the way Redbubble is. But as far as running merchandise, it's a much easier way, because they take care of everything, and I just get the cut. I just get a cut of what sells, which is fantastic. Redbubble's always worked well for me in the past, as far as getting some of my merchandise out there. So having it surrounding one specific entity, I think is going to be a really big advantage for me, where I can just send people, go, you like Monkey Junk? This is where the merchandise is. So anyway, that was my 30 minutes. I worked on that. This morning, however, whoa, the car next to me nearly hit the car in front of them. Crazy. Anyway, so this morning I worked on the comic. I inked the first couple of panels. Sorry, I should say I finished the pencils on the page 2, and I have started inking. So I've inked the first couple of panels. I think I've inked 3 panels maybe. I can't remember. It is late in the day. But yeah, I've got a fair bit of work done, and I am ready to go home now. I've got a order to put together for Santa Carla of some notebooks and stuff. I'm going to invoice them and then get the books ready. I picked up some paper from Officeworks to get those covers made up, and then they're ready to go, and I can hopefully post them out through work, because we have sort of like a little postage dealio. I've done this in the past. There's an ambulance behind me, so something's going down. Hopefully everyone gets out of the way. Hopefully no one's hurt. That would be a shame. You can hear them. There you go. There they go. Whoop. Get out of the way, people. Get out of the way of the ambulance. Come on, you silly fools, go! Alright, it looks like the ambulance has made it through successfully, and off they go. That was a bit of excitement for the day. Whew. Hopefully nothing bad has happened. Nothing too bad anyway. Obviously something bad has happened. It's an ambulance, but you know, nothing too bad, I hope. Anyway, home. I'm nearly there. I'll talk to you guys maybe later today, but more than likely tomorrow, and keep you updated on how the day's going. Hope you're all doing well. What's up, guys? It is I don't know what day it is. I need to double check that, but it is a Tuesday, and I'm on my way home from work. I'm done for the week as far as retail goes, which is fantastic. I can now spend the rest of my week just focusing 100% on art. I'm glad to say that I did an hour and a half worth of monkey junk work this morning. I've nearly completed the inks on page 2. Pretty confident with the most part of it. One panel I did show some friends of mine, and they suggested I probably should make some changes to one of the panels, which was completely valid, because looking at it for a second set of eyes, I definitely see what they're talking about. So definitely going to do that either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. But now that I'm going home, I plan on actually taking the time writing a list down and seeing what I need to do this week. The meeting that I was meant to have last week with my mate Stu, who runs the tattoo shop, I will hopefully be having that meeting again. I am supposed to have a meeting with another mate of mine who's running a documentary on comic book artists in Melbourne, Australia, and for God knows what reason he's highlighting me, and he's scripting the whole thing out, laying the whole thing out. He's going to be essentially following my journey to Supernova in April, which will be really interesting. I think it'd be cool to see it from an outside perspective, but he wants to meet with me on Thursday morning before I go to the Art Bastards episode, the live episode. Problem is I want to spend a bit of time with Jazz, which will either be Thursday or Friday. So I'm deciding whether I postpone the meeting for next week, or I just get it out of the way and then go to the movies with Jazz on Friday and spend a bit of time with her. Which means April, we're going to get our one of April's grandparents to babysit, which will be nice for them and nice for us to get a bit of time away. We haven't actually had any time away since our anniversary, which was in October last year. So it's nearly been 4 or 5 months now since we've actually had alone time, just the two of us. So definitely keen for that. Those of you who are having babies or just had a baby, man, it's rough just to get that alone time to yourself, and you really got to try and get that time. Like, I always make sure now that I spend time on the couch with Jazz in the evenings, just so we have some time together, just me and her. But it's going to be nice to just get away from the baby just for a couple of hours without having to stress, knowing that she's been looked after, knowing that we don't have to worry, and we can just enjoy our time together. So hopefully we can do that this week. Things have been topsy-turvy, timing's terrible. Thankfully we also have some spare movie tickets that we can use, so it's not going to cost us anything either, which is great. Otherwise, this week it's going to be busy. It's going to be jam-packed. I can't wait just to really slog into it. I've got 3 solid days of just busyness, which I'm really looking forward to, but I really feel like this week's going to fly because I don't actually see a decent break in sight apart from going to the movies, which will be very nice. But yeah, I've got heaps to do. So first thing when I get home, once I have a play with AJ and catch up on Jazz's day, is write that list, write down what I need to do, and hopefully the rest of my week will be nice and structured. I don't know why, but a truck seems to have stopped in the middle of nothing. Thanks for that, truck. So yeah, that's my plan for the rest of the afternoon. Probably going to do a little bit more sketching. Another thing I need to do is get my sketchbooks up on my Etsy store. A few people have been asking about them, and I'm sorry it's taken me so long. One of the biggest hurdles is I actually need to get design 100% ready for the main cover of that book, which I need to go down to a printers and get printed. So my plan is I will get a mock-up of that done so you guys can see what it'll look like. I'll take some photos of one of the finished books, and then I'll put all that together just so you guys can get an idea. And then once I've done one, I'll update the photos. But you guys know what the sketchbooks looks like, so for those who are interested, I will be up on the store this week and I will advertise it. I also want to say that yesterday, I know I've mentioned this already, but yesterday Monkey Junk officially launched on Patreon. If you guys want to check that out and you want to be up to date every week with that, please consider pledging to my Patreon. All I ask is $1 a month, giving you guys instant access to all the pages that will be posted once a week, every Monday. I will put this disclaimer in though, those pages will go live on Webtoons 2 weeks after they go live on Patreon, so they will be free for you to read. The reason that I have the Patreon though is I still need to earn a living. I still need to keep a roof over my head, and I would like to make Monkey Junk a living for myself, and I would really appreciate the support that anyone is willing to offer to help me make this comic every day, and I'm willing to give you guys something great in return. That is my hope, at least, to give you guys something awesome as a thank you from me. I know there's quite a few people out there who don't generally agree with Patreon and the way it's set up, the idea of, you know, constantly contributing to an artist, but I want to make sure that I'm delivering content to you guys in return for your support. I don't expect money for nothing, and I am working really, really hard to make this comic great. And the bonus thing, I think, at least with Monkey Junk, is this is a very ongoing project. It's not something that's going to be 22 pages and it's over. This book will be going on for quite a while, and as the pages come out and there's enough, I will also be putting, you know, the books together in trade format, so people can enjoy them in a physical form as well as digital. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you prefer to read it on your iPad or you prefer to read it digital, you know, in book form, that will be an option too. And ideally, if I can start earning enough money, I would like to dedicate 100% of my freelancing time to doing the comic book, so I won't have to search and take client work. I can work 100% on the book, which means I can start producing 2 to 3 pages a week, if not more. I would certainly love to be producing 1 page a day, if that was possible. If I can earn enough money, I can hire an extra writer, which means that gives me more time to focus 100% on the art. I can then maybe even hire a letterer and actually put a team together to actually get Monkey Junk really going, and to, you know, make it not just a one-man team, but develop a whole team. So not only will you be supporting me, but you'll be helping me support others, you know, in fields that they want to do. I know people who are letterers and who are writers. I actually have one friend who is an amazing writer, but at the moment, you know, he's, you know, just working a regular job, and you know, I would love to help him out and say, hey, look, here's some money, write for me. Maybe you can take some, you know, a few days off and do the thing that you love. And that's something I'd really like to do in the long run, is actually create a production line. to create this project. And that's what this Patreon sort of leads to. I'll also be developing merchandise and things like that, as I've said. So, with all these little things tying together, not only will it hopefully become a full-time job for me, but allow me to hire other people to work for me and, support them too. Yeah, it's a long goal, but that's definitely sort of the end goal, and I do have other stories I want to play around with as well, which if I could financially do it, I'd love to be able to pay other artists to work on the projects with me, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm nearly home. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble on again. I'll talk to you guys really soon. We're going to the movies. Yeah. Jazz, we're going to the movies.
Yay!
Oh. Just got into the cinema. There's legit no one here yet. Curious if there's going to be many, because these mum and bub sessions that we go to, because we've got little AJ here. It's her third time going to the movies, and yeah, they usually get really quiet, these sessions, which is good. But we're going to see Logan, so woohoo! What's up, everyone? It is a Thursday evening here in the McQuinlan household. I forgot to update yesterday, so I'm just updating today. For those of you who have been following the channel, you would have seen I have done a couple of videos the last couple of days. So I was busy with those, plus some other commitments. We had to go out today and take AJ to get her needles, which sucked. And then yesterday we went and saw Logan. We spent a bit of time together and got out of the house. So, some much needed family time, which is great. So yeah, it resulted in a pretty busy day, and today's been super busy too, with the Art Bastards and all that as well. So I just want to show you guys what I've been up to. Yeah, so page 2 of Monkey Junk is pretty much finished. Here it is here without all the lettering. Super exciting, which means I can finally get started on page 3 tomorrow, which is Friday, and get a head start before next week rolls around, just so hopefully I can get ahead of myself and start creating a buffer like I had originally planned. Now I'll show you guys the Patreon for those of you who aren't supporters, to give you an idea of what it looks like. So this is the Monkey Junk Patreon. I'm probably going to change this banner up a little bit soon, but for the most part it's just a little bit of a description, introducing people to the characters, and just a little bit of a who am I. And just to show you guys, sort of exactly what you'll be getting. There's some samples of the comic, page 1, some of the behind the scenes stuff there, some close-up shots, really loose sketches, character sheets there, so lots and lots going on. And actually here's some previous stuff from a month or so ago of one of my other comics. For those of you who are interested, in pledging, a lot of this old content will be gone very soon, just to make way for this being 100% Monkey Junk content. So yeah, anyone who's wants to save some of that stuff, get in now before it's gone. Otherwise, yeah, so we've got 3 tiers here. We've got the $1 tier, which means you guys get a page every week in advance, exclusive, before Webtoons gets it. For $5, you get that plus all the behind the scenes stuff, so we're posting scripts, promo materials, all that sort of stuff, sketches from my sketchbook, all that. And then tier 3, it's a little bit pricier, but this is the monthly junk, so this is actually a physical reward. It will cost a little bit more for everyone in the States, but for Australia it's $20 posted out to you. You guys get stickers and bookmarks and prints and all that sort of stuff, and it'll change every month. It'll always be something new, so if anyone interested, there is that. But yeah, this is the easiest way to get access to Monkey Junk now. Otherwise it goes live on Webtoons in a couple of weeks. Yeah, So thank you everyone who has supported so far. I've got 12 patrons, which is awesome. Hopefully, it'd be awesome to see more people there supporting the comic and helping me make this a reality to, be a fully sustaining thing. Between this and my YouTube channel, that'd be freaking awesome one day. One day, that's the goal. So one of the other things I've been doing is, let me get back here. I've been needing to redesign my website, and I'm going to show you guys what it currently looks like now. If you go to chrismcquinlan.com, this pretty much just takes you to my Tumblr blog, which is linked to pretty much all my accounts. So whenever I post something on Instagram or on YouTube, it gets posted here, and it's essentially just one big blog feed. I do have a portfolio side of things. If you look here, but again, this is just attached to blog posts with the hashtag portfolio, and it's really unprofessional looking and I don't like it. So I was looking for different ways to do a new online website. I was looking at Squarespace and Wix, but they were pretty good, but only really good if you were willing to pay. So I was looking for an alternate option, and discovered that Google Drive has a built-in website designer. Which is awesome. It's connected to my Google, so if I go to the website currently, I'll just publish this so I can show you guys what it looks like as an actual website. It's taking its time because I uploaded a bunch of images earlier. But anyway, while it's doing that, my plan is to put in my Chris McQuinlan domain over the top of this. So when you go to chrismcquinlan.com, it'll pretty much just send you to this website. And this will be the new website now. It allows me to have a nice portfolio with sub pages. I can create as many pages as I want. Here we go. Let's see if I can view published site. There we go. So this is what it actually looks like currently online. I do need to fix it. The banner's just a makeshift banner from some old stuff, and obviously there's no content in the main page. But if I go over here into my portfolio and go into character design, it loads up as a sort of gallery. I haven't touched this up yet. Some of the images are cropped. But if I go over to corporate design, for example, that should have some stuff. So I can have a nice little blurb up there. I'll put a title in there as well. And then I've actually cropped all the images so you can see them properly. So this is going to be my new website, and I'm going to spruce it up a little bit so people can get a better idea of what it is that I do. Hopefully this works out. It definitely looks a lot more professional than the other website, and it seems to be more functional currently. So hopefully that transition's easy. Also allows me to embed anything that's Google related. So if I go to insert over here, I have quite a few options. I can do text box images, embed URLs, upload images, which is easy stuff. Now I can add stuff from my my YouTube calendar, Google Maps. I can even add in other things, so I can do forms. So if I want to do like surveys and stuff, not that I probably will. I'm probably going to keep it very generic and basic. But yeah, it's looking really nice. Just for the little play around that I've done. So looking forward to the opportunities that this presents and becoming a bit more professional as an online presence, as an illustrator anyway. Anyway, the baby's crying, so I'm going to get going. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Friday. I do assume that today being the 9th means that today is day 68, I think? I'm not quite sure. I'll double check that tomorrow. I'll talk to some people and find out. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 69. I remembered. I didn't remember. I actually looked this morning in my diary to figure out what day was what, because this whole week I've had no idea where I'm up to. So, day 69. There's 31 days left. That's crazy. There's not a lot left. I can't believe I've gone this long. Working every single day for nearly 70 days working on my comic. It's really awesome. And for the rest of you who are still participating in the hundreds, you guys are doing just as amazingly. Like, congratulations. You should be really proud of yourself. Even if you finish now, which I don't recommend, keep going. Push. That's an amazing achievement. Absolutely amazing. Now, I've been a bit slack on the videos, but I haven't been slack on the work this week. I did miss the Wednesday video, and I did miss my Friday video, which was yesterday, for no particular reason. Like, I just get so engrossed in what I'm doing that I do say, oh, I should probably do a video, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it like, 20-30 minutes, and then I just forget about it. But I'm updating. This will be the last one for the week, just to catch you guys up on the way the week's gone. And so what's been happening? Thursday was great, got plenty of work done. Yesterday I did, so I woke up early as I normally do. I got some client work done. That logo that I was working on is finished, sent off to the client. They're 100% happy, they're paid, it's all good, done. I still have one more commission to finish, which is a like a marker piece. So I've got to ink that out. It's going to be A3 size, which is quite large. So I've got to ink it and then color it. I'm definitely going to film it while I do it. I think I'm just intimidated by it because I haven't done Copics in a while and I really want to do it justice. Which also has me thinking that maybe I kind of want to do it in watercolor. I really enjoyed doing watercolor for the last piece, which is up on my channel. Maybe I'll do a watercolor for this one. I don't think the client's going to be opposed to that. And watercolor is generally a little bit quicker, although I have to be a bit more delicate. I can lay down those colors a lot easier than I can with the Copics, especially when I don't have certain color Copics. I've got to either I have to go and buy them, or I have to compensate with other colors to sort of make it work. So maybe I'll do that. I might message the client today. Otherwise, that's not comic book work. Comic book work, yesterday Thursday I finished Monkey Junk, page 2. Yesterday I did the lettering and the reformatting. So I had to, as you guys probably know, like, not that you've seen it just yet, but I have to save it for the Patreon, which goes up as a regular comic page, so as it would look in print, and then I have to break it up into panel form so it reads in a scrolling format for webtoons. So I had to do that for page 2. I also went back to page 1 because I just fixed a small issue with the bordering. Issue 1 had like a square border with like a dense sort of black, whereas page 2 I decided, and you can see this actually on my Patreon if you have a look at the first page, because I did fix it up and re-upload it, has a no border with rounded edges, so it looks really nice and crisp. But when you look at it on webtoons as well, once it comes out, there's some sections where there's no background, so it's just white. So you've got the character's body on the bottom of the panel, which sort of creates that fake border. But then, because you've got all the white, it's sort of an open-ended panel, and it looks really nice and effective. So I'm glad I've done that. That was sort of a really happy accident. Otherwise, it was purely done for aesthetic, because page 1, every panel looks like there's a border because of the coloring. So page 2, I got that nice happy accident. I'm really happy with the way that looks. So I did that for both pages. The lettering's finished, that's all done. Page 2 is done and dusted, and it's already uploaded and scheduled on Webtoons and for Patreon. So next Monday on Patreon it will be going live. No delays, which is great. I'm really stoked that I'm ahead of myself a little bit. Now, the next step was to work on page 3. I took a bit of a break yesterday on it, knowing that I'll do it today. Yesterday afternoon, I did spend a good chunk of time trying to practice my digital painting, because that's one thing I really want to do. I spent an hour and a half trying to do some digital painting. I don't know if I have the patience for it. I really love the effects, and I was really having fun blending colors with Manga Studio. The painting tools are absolutely amazing, but I just don't think I have the patience to do really nicely rendered stuff. I might have a go at taking like a picture. I might see if I can borrow some line art off someone and have a go at painting their lines. It might be easier for me to envision their work in that way. I do struggle to see my work in a painterly style. I always see it very flat and cel shaded. So yeah, we'll see. That's stuff that I just need to play with on my downtime. I'm still working on that picture, the cool background picture, but the one thing I did start doing which I really got into gear. There's a car in front of me revving like a moron. Wow. I hope you guys can hear that. I really hope you guys can hear that. What an idiot. Yeah, so one thing I did start this morning was I'm putting together a sketchbook for Monkey Junk. Now you're probably thinking, he hasn't even made the book and now he's doing a sketchbook. That seems really silly. The reason I'm doing this, and I discovered this while I was looking through some other sketchbooks I downloaded, someone had created a sketchbook. I didn't realize this at the time until yesterday. Dedicated to their comic. So the sketchbook is just filled with art, concept pieces and everything from the comic book that they're creating, which they publish on Patreon. And they put this up on Gumtree for free. That's how I found it. So I thought, this is a great idea, I'm going to do this. So I've started putting together a little sketchbook. It's kind of like a guide manual, like it's got information on the characters, with some art, and then so the character sheets that I've done have come in really handy because I can pop all those elements in there in a nice way, and then add some sketch stuff from my sketchbooks in there. I'm going to put that together in the next day or two. I'm going to post that online, and the whole thing's going to essentially be one promotional tool to get people, one, interested into the story, interested in the characters, and interested in the world that I'm creating. And hopefully by the end of, flicking through this free book that they can download, they might consider going over my Patreon, checking out the comic, and giving me a couple of bucks to make the thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm at work now. I'm at work a little bit quicker than I realized, so that'll be me for today. I'll update on the sketchbook in the next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week. It's been really busy, which is great. So I'm looking forward to seeing what next week has to deliver. Hopefully some client work, hopefully more Monkey Junk, which would be great. And just slogging through in these 100 days. So I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment and say hello. I love hearing from you guys as always. And please subscribe if you enjoy these videos or you enjoy my other videos. I do a whole bunch of how-tos and tutorials. I also do some rant videos and some cool time-lapse videos as well for different mediums that I like to play with. So if you want to check those out and you like getting that sort of stuff in your subscription feed, hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, I will catch you all later. Goodbye. So, I went to turn my Mac on this morning to edit last week's video, and it doesn't want to turn on. I've been trying for the last hour and a half now, and nope. And I've tried everything that Google has suggested. I've tried doing safe reboots, command reboots. I did get somewhere quickly, but that turned out to be shit. I even tried the old RAM that came with the computer to see if the RAM was faulty. Nothing. So now I have no computer. I don't know what the fuck to do. I literally can't do any work without it. So I'm just going to go sit downstairs, wallow in self-pity, edit this vlog, and sketch my sketchbook, I suppose. There's not a lot I can do. I need to come up with a solution as quick as possible. Otherwise I can't get work done, and I'm up shit creek if that's the case. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.